into where I was on the screen, and I would have been stuck in the wall. And I've actually done that a couple of times when I forgot that I'm not supposed to press start going through that door, and then, whoops, I'm in the wall. Run over.
So, what's with the pressing start going through doors anyway?
It skips the transition. If I do it perfectly, it saves about 1/5 of a second, assuming there's nothing on the screen that's lagging. So it can save more if there's lag, and it saves less if I, don't get it exactly perfect. It's like 12 frames or something like that every time I do it. It's like if I do it right, you won't see any scrolling, but it's pretty tight. So, all right, leap of faith. And it also, because of the way that it makes the screen scroll differently, it changes the timing in the room because the enemies will be in slightly different positions, which doesn't matter, 95% of the time, but there's a couple rooms where I'm used to the different pattern and it can actually affect things. I hate this room. This is probably my most hated room, trying to get through that quickly just because of all the ice, all the precise jumps. I just in terms of how hard it is to get through that room quickly, it's probably, I would still say it's my most hated room, even counting the spike pit in Area 8.
Really?
Yeah, just in terms of how, it's not like that'll end a run. Like the spike pit will end runs, but just in terms of getting through the room quickly, that's the one I hate the most. All right, let's see if I can remember exactly where to go. All right, that works.
So bad when I was a kid.
What, the skeletons?
Yeah, the teleporting, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
Biomechanical menaces.
6 hikes.
Safe zone strats. Strictly speaking, it's a little faster to not pick up that power, but it's insanely risky. I've never actually done it. Okay, this you get. Oh, whoops. Whatever. If I do that wrong, I can just slide around in the spikes forever. So that went okay, I guess. All right, let's see if this guy trolls us. It's probably gonna zombify, but we'll see in a second, I guess. What did I call? I fucking called it.
So what causes this?
It's just lag. I don't know. Come on, die already. There we go. Wow. Causing more lag can fix it.
Using the scientific principle of like attracts like.
Yep.
Sick programming.
Wait, the opposites attract.
That's not science.
That's not science.
You must use science correctly.
It's actually possible if you lag the game up enough during that fight, it will just randomly start playing another song.
Wow.
Some
You
experience.
lag the audio counter. Yeah. Lag affects everyone.
But the sound code in this game can be surprisingly brittle sometimes. I have one video somewhere of me going through the first door in Area 1, and wow.
Danger.
Yeah, just a bit. So I going through the first door in Area 1, pausing it, and somehow it played the item get music, and then it was silent. Sure, why not? Oh, come on, give me some health. I've only had that happen the one time, though. I'd really like this run to be deathless. Come on. I've never had a deathless marathon run. What is going on with these health drops? What? Mecha, I'm blaming you for this.
I warned you. Hold yourself too. That's because you're talking bad about the game. Talk about the lag.
Alright, probably. I'm in slightly better shape now. Okay, seriously, where are all the health drops?
Wow.
This is amazing. This marathon luck is too
You
strong.
got pissed off that you kept skipping him, so stop killing him, dude.
Light it back up.
There's one you can't get it.
Wow.
Okay, fine. There we go. Now I'm
Probably you can have rest.
It wanted to prove your test your metal first.
Leftovers free.
Incoming epic critical hit. Power up again.
Homing missiles are so good. Oh. Good thing I didn't try to go down there yet.
Also, the game designers are kind of cruel, leaving those enemies in like places they can't even go anywhere.
See their decoration. Oops. And now the Trek 2. Best music in the game. Simon Vickland, if you're still watching, please do this next song. Thank you. I would appreciate it.
Do that one too.
And you know what? Just do the whole soundtrack. Come on, I know you don't
Blaster
have a whole
Master
lot.
feels good.
I know you don't have a whole lot going on. Just do the whole soundtrack.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, he's also one of his favorite games. He said so. I'm hoping. He already did Blaster Master Level 1 while he was working on Kid Icarus too. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it's on his website.
Check it out.
Where can I find his web site?
SimonVickland.com.
Thank you.
Google.com.
Google.Simon Vickland.
Literally.
Oops, one too many. Whatever.
Yo, this could totally be like 80s speed metal. I love it.
Well, technically it is 80s speed metal because the game came out in the late 80s.
We did it. We finally got 80s speed metal on stream at AGDQ.
Hell, the music's made for speedrunning, just from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's even better if you play the PAL version on an NTSC system because all the music is sped up.
Oh man.
Which I did at SGDQ. It was a bonus game that got, yeah, I guess it was a bonus game that got donated in.
So you're in some kind of like ultra murder volcano now?
Yeah, pretty much. For the longest time, I thought these were trees, but then I realized that they're actually just rocks.
I mean, trees are like rocks, but they can grow and sometimes produce fruit.
Well, that looks like tree bark if you look at it sideways. Yeah, exactly.
Make them look completely different. They look like trees.
And those are totally leaves up there. Those aren't stalactites.
I think it's the way
Shout
it was
outs
refreshing. It looked
to
more like the background was actually moving around. It wasn't doing a damn thing.
Stalagmites.
He doesn't have a lot of force here.
Shout out to your stalactites. You can tell they come from the ceiling because they have a seal.
That's
What?
crazy science.
I wonder if we can make some kind of like game measurement index based on quantity of stalactites and quantity of stalagmites.
Really rocky brown leaves.
Video game geological quotient.
Now you're getting all the power up.
Yeah, now that I don't actually need any health anymore.
It's okay, you're filling up your reserve tank.
Take your power, God.
Man, if only Sophia did have a reserve tank, that'd be awesome.
This background isn't normally green, but the hole just made it that way.
So these are the trees if you're looking straight up.
What?
These are the trees if you're looking straight up.
Yeah, it's green. Those are totally leaves. Yeah. Oops. Try that again. Alright, let's not screw this up, please.
Rip.
So much for that. Come on, one more time. All right, let's try this one more time.
Could just play Mecha's NES again.
Nice.
Here.
Oh.
Okay, safe strats. That's weird. I usually don't screw up the second one.
A lot of good speed in it.
Yeah,
You picked up too much power, that's why.
I guess so. Yeah.
It hunger for more.
Where I live.
More blood for the blood NES.
Black NES needs food back.
Green. It's not black. It's green. It's green.
You know, they're bad.
It's really dark green.
Did you just say safe strats?
Yeah, that's not that dangerous though. Okay, this one's totally safe. Taunting the dead.
100% guaranteed.
As far as I know, I've never screwed it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's like the one that I did when I was trying to get some frames for videos.
Yeah, debt collector. Taunting the debt collector.
Code.
Alright. Good enough. So ideally I don't like have to pause buffer that, but it's a really dangerous tricks.
Giving it hot foot while you're giving it the
Yeah,
grenade
yeah.
deliciousness.
Yep. You can
So is that the second to last boss?
yeah. Well, the other two are in the same room, so I don't know
Okay.
if you want to count those as the same boss or not.
Just the boss has two forms.
Yeah. Well, there's this website called the Cutting Room Floor,
Oh, yeah.
Website.
Great website.
where somebody posted that there's actually graphics for an 8th power-up called Spikes, and so there's some speculation that the final area was actually supposed to have 2 bosses. Like you'd go kill the boss, get the Spikes power-up, and then continue on to the final boss. But I mean, there's no evidence to support that other than just the fact that the thing exists at all. So
Spikes Pop just made you use spikes.
There's no description or no.
yeah, I mean, there's just graphics for like the text here.
Oh,
There's
okay.
just spikes, and then there's a graphic for the actual pickup, which they actually reused the graphics in the Game Boy Color version for one of the power-ups. I forget which one, but there's no, as far as I can tell, like I went through the assembly code to see if I could figure out anywhere where it might be like reading a bit mask that that wasn't read anywhere else, and I couldn't find anything. So I don't think there's anything in the code that suggests what exactly it might have done.
Yeah, it's always hard to tell when you got like cut content like that though, because it's like you have no other ways of knowing why it got cut, and it's just speculation at that point.
Yeah, pretty
You ever
much.
get anything that lets you drive on ice properly? Or?
Not in this game, no.
So I'm wondering if spikes might have been that. Kinda like
Possibly, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. That's a good point, actually.
Or just turn Nora, or just turn Sophia into a spike, like a hedgehog or something.
Yeah, they did actually in
probably kill you.
in Overdrive, the actual in Blaster Master Overdrive, the WiiWare game. The power-up you get in level 6 actually is something that lets you drive on the ice without slipping around. That also lets you drive on spikes. Like the spikes in that game are not like, there aren't huge, giant like fields of pins or whatever. They're just like small little spikes. You can drive on, so you can drive on the spikes and drive on the ice with no worries. Pretty much, yeah. All right, hopefully I have enough cover for this. Wow. Okay, that's never happened before. I thought he would die, so I stopped shooting.
All enemies have one.
Guess where I gave all the leftovers to?
Of course, this time they both drop health, unlike SGDQ, and I needed to farm it.
Yeah.
So now you're in the evil castle of weird stone.
The alien intestine. Hey, let's all visit Contra. Well, oops. Try this again. There we go. I don't like this lack of hover. Okay, there we go. That's probably... Come on. Grab it. Thank you. Oop.
YOLO strats.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Wow. Well then.
I
Okay.
was just wondering how you got through there without the worms crawling through the floor.
Yeah, I was just about that.
So who jinxed it?
The
You did.
Oh, I did.
You did.
You got up. You were my
I'm-
good luck charm.
I'm
It went
sorry.
beast mode all of a sudden.
Good luck charm sure wasn't great.
Cyberbot X, or like Cyberbot hacks.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only hacks things on what's day's today? Today's Tuesday,
Well,
right?
don't ask me questions.
I only hack things on Tuesdays. And
They
today's
got lazy
Tuesday.
with the music.
Yep.
here.
Whoops.
Wow.
Whatever. Brute force works too.
Yeah, I don't even know how you can really call this music.
It's ambient music. Except it's not really good.
Yeah.
It's atmospheric and whatnot.
I guess they can't all be one.
See, now why couldn't this have happened? Why could this have not happened last time?
The Hulk was so hungry.
So much.
Now he's finished dinner.
The Hawk was angry and then he got appeased. So now he's
Yes.
strong again.
Game.
Debt collector, so strong.
All must pay the
They have
toll.
power-ups now.
This game.
Now you will get all of the power-ups. The game will lag because there'll be so many power-ups.
So just remember, kids, if you're playing NES games at home and you see a forest green NES out there in the corner, just run. Save yourself.
Hope you don't live next to any train tracks.
And honestly, abandon the women and children. Like, they'll just lay down.
Hide your bits. Hide your
Hide
minds.
your lights. Because the Hulk's eating everything down here in Blaster Vessel.
Alright, so there was actually something I hadn't considered before is there's actually a strat to speed this guy up a little bit. They've got probably about a minute or so. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. Okay, if you can get the timing for that right, it actually can save some time because even though he doesn't take damage during pauses, his invincibility frames will still tick down. So you can actually delay his attack pattern a little bit and make these annoying thing. Really?
Work for it, right?
Really?
Zombie firing
Okay.
on you? Wow.
Slightly.
It's not I did not appreciate your talk at all.
Yeah.
Except you have a gun instead
Hey, it's
of
my
a
goose.
freaking
Butter knife?
Million hit points.
I'm not sure. if
Whoa,
butter
I have
knives
that. I'm
actually
so
have
amazed
short
that whip
knives,
didn't hit me.
but might be really
Yeah, that looked like it should have.
Wow. Okay. Safe strat. Go. Thanks for moving over to the right, buddy. Okay. Time will be very shortly. And time. All right. That's okay. Hey.
12%. Pretty good time.
Hulk percent.
good. See, only 3 deaths, 4
Interesting.
deaths, 4 deaths, 3 deaths, 3.
I think it was 3 because I don't think I died after I continued.
No,
Well,
yeah,
that's why I
it
asked
was the
the
2
graphics
falling into
glitch
the
out
water.
right now.
And
Well, Fred, we did
one
good.
tank.
Just toss
Crush
it
that
completely
guy's
past.
castle. Just don't.
Yeah, apparently killing the castle makes your frog go back to normal.
Yeah, somehow. Well, I don't know. That's still a pretty damn big frog right there.
Yeah.
He's a cane toad. That's what he
He's
is.
kind of nice.
It's as big as his head. Every single solder point inside.
You ever
the
seen a
has
cane toad? They're like this big
damage
around.
on
So maybe he's a cane toad.
any movement.
It's a strange
Your
pattern.
frog's gonna get hungry on the ride home and just eat him. Yep.
Lunch.
The frog was both of those.
Fanky and others.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's like, I
Game
found
design
you.
Yo,
by
Fanky
Funky.
Kong is my favorite character.
Fanky Kong.
Yeah, game design was by Fanky Kong.
PGM F1.
Danky Kang.
All right, so
Pretty good.
now I'm gonna run something on PC.
Son.
Oh, you're brave.
We got the uranium anchor block going on. I
Make
love
Test Runner
it.
do all the work.
Uranium anchor game.
Well,
done
after
quick.
I run my game on PC, he's taking me out for dinner, so Test Runner's going to be stuck back there for a while, I think.
Dude.
You are.
The powerhouse.
Oh, hey, couch.
If you're gonna play Richter, then yes.
Time for a nap on the couch.
Time.
That's the next bonus.
TJ now.
Don't even have
Bored.
That is true.
I definitely need to have August, but I think this game is pretty swag.
Estimate.
Blair.
And then plug into the thing.
Let's spell out wrong.
GLARE.
That's too normal.
Says the name of the game's too normal.
Alright.
So, is it coming up on the
Where
HD feed?
Extravaganza.
What?
I have blue.
Okay, then I need to insert cables.
Oh, because we probably switched the thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did. Well, check the other one then.
You know which number it is?
5,
Fine, cool man.
5.
So many problems, man. Why we can't have nice things?
I'm okay with that. It's being garbage.
Somebody was trying to destroy your music experience here.
Oh, it's because it's on the wrong resolution. But you're not getting anything playing.
Right now. Sit down.
Literally all of it.
Right now. 100%.
I need to change it. I need to change the resolution. It's probably on the wrong desktop mode and everything. I don't feel like messing with the upscale. I don't trust it right now.
I did not change the resolution.
Because I also changed it to clone, which makes it, for some reason, puts it back where it was before.
Is the audio plugged in?
Hey, it's not in the middle of the game.
No, it's not. Plug the audio in.
No, it is plugged in.
It's the game twice.
No, you know what? I think it's freaking out because I tried to change the desktop resolution. Unity is weird.
Wow.
Unity is sometimes weird, sometimes double weird.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna plug this cable for a second, just until I get the game to come back.
I'm not sure if you have it running twice now.
Oh, I might have. I don't. Yeah, I guess I might have accidentally started it up twice. All right, let's. Graphics. Okay. Did I start it twice? I'm VRL. I have. Yeah, I did start it twice. I'm so good. Close all windows, whatever.
Seems legit.
Okay, that's right. Did I drop?
That's right. That's right. That's right there, brother. Yeah, there you go.
But I can't actually see where it needs to go.
You're a tall person. Fine. God.
I just couldn't lean in quite far enough. Wait a minute.
You
Tall people.
You mind if KJ joins us?
For food or?
Yeah, for
No, not at all. Okay, is it showing up on there now? Okay, good. All right.
Have sound? Good.
All right, so this is actually a game I worked on that we released back in October, early October. So I only came in on the very end of the project because the company I work for had a few projects going on, and I had other stuff that I was working on. But I came in on the end of the project to try to touch up the input system, make it a bit more friendly to controllers. Because unfortunately, Unity's
I can appreciate that.
Unity's controller library is really awful, to be honest. But they keep promising a new input system and a new GUI system, but they haven't done it yet. But there's a lot of other nice things about the engine, so I can't complain too much.
It's come a long way over the years.
Start the timer soon. Takes a minute to load sometimes.
A lot of times. Just get a solid state drive.
I thought it was a solid state drive on this machine. Okay, start the timer now. So the day of release, we had a 6-way dev race, and I managed to place like 5 minutes behind the lead guy, I think. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't seriously played this game for like at least a month now, other than you know, doing some testing for little bits and pieces. Like I haven't done a full game run in quite some time, other than the one I did just a little while ago to D-Rust, and I'm already doing awful. They keep getting wow. Wow, really? Did I seriously just do that? I blame this keyboard. I'm not used to this keyboard.
It is kind of a weird keyboard. I don't know whose keyboard it is, though.
So, around the time this game came out, UA did a guest dev commentary on Puexel playing through this game on his stream. And I saw that, and a couple other people, the Angry Panda.
They are hearing us, right? This microphone is on, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, just making sure. Sorry.
And Human Fist and Jasper. And we all kind of picked it up and started screwing around with it. So,
It's a great
I think
game.
the world record holder right now, if you want to call it that. Are you not hearing anything? Sick.
Oh, those speakers are off? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright. Anyway.
Well, as long as the stream can hear us, I'm not too concerned.
Which is doubtful. for various reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this time you've been talking and no one's heard you, maybe, possibly.
I hope they can hear the music, too, because the music's pretty great in this game.
Honestly, that's all that matters.
Oops, that's right. I don't have my gun yet.
Whatever we're talking about, not all that important.
Totally forgot I don't actually have my gun yet. I'm close, though. So, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Oh,
I can say I'm
oh yeah, no. So the fastest current time in the community is like 47 minutes and something by Human Fist, and then everyone else is like way behind because no one can get a run with not that many deaths. You saw already how easy it is to die in this game.
Yeah, this game can be pretty unforgiving with its deaths. I like to think it's pretty fair in most of the time you die, it's because you screwed up, but there are definitely a couple of times when RNG can mess with you.
Yeah, no, and the real pain is most of the deaths tend to cost you a fairly substantial amount of time when you do die.
Yeah, you can play this with a controller and use dual sticks, but I think keyboard and mouse is the way to go, honestly. But everybody's got their own preferences. I played through it both ways and it works just fine. So it's more what you're used to than anything else.
No, all that.
Oh, good deal. So yeah, the big thing about this game is the glare mechanic, which does sort of the one-size-fits-all hammer, pushes enemies away, it washes away certain things, it reflects bullets, it lets you pick things up.
It's just your magic flashlight.
Yeah.
Answers all of your problems.
Pretty much.
Well, I really want to see you try the IL shot on that little jump there.
Which-
It's really fun. Just that little sequence of logs back there. There's an IL shot where you do some really ridiculous bursts.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that then.